Good morning, everybody. Joe here with the Drain Dudes. Today we're going to do something a little bit different for you from our normal gig. What we're going to do is we're going to go through each of our materials that we use here, and we're going to tell you the use cases for them, where we use them, where we don't use them, and just give you a little bit more information about the things that we install for you. So I'm going to call up Nash here and have him start explaining the differences in the four types of pipe that we use in our installations, and he's just going to give you a little bit more info.
Whoop whoop! Alright guys, starting off, usually we run 4-inch or 6-inch. 6-inch is this size right here. We run both PVC and corrugated, which corrugated's here on this end, and then we got a PVC 90-degree elbow right here. 6-inch we usually run for commercial jobs or larger residential jobs. It's to hold a lot of water, but the most common thing we use is a 4-inch. This is for pretty much all the residential properties we do. We have two options for a regular 4-inch solid pipe. We can run PVC or corrugated like this. We like to run corrugated a lot because it's flexible. We can move around trees, roots, electrical, and irrigation lines if we need to. But we do a lot of jobs with solid PVC as well in case we're going under driveways, sidewalks, and we need something with a little more structural integrity. Aside from solid pipe, we run something called perforated pipe. This pipe is made for any subsurface water. It's much larger. It's actually the same interior diameter of the pipe, if you can see here, as the 4-inch pipe is. Difference is this one is slotted. It's got a bunch of perforations or holes in the pipe, and it's wrapped with a pre-engineered rock and a nice netting around it to keep out any roots, soil, sand, and debris. And what this is used for is whenever we have people with real soft soil that water absorbs and hits a water table and comes back up and you get stuck with a real mushy yard. This is really good to absorb that water into the line. It fills the void and then we'll carry it down where we need an emitter. Besides those pipes, we've got 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch we only use on sump pump installs. So say you've got a yard that doesn't have a good slope to it and we need to install a sump pump. We like to run 1.5 because it keeps good pressure. A lot of people think sump pumps need bigger pipes. You actually want a lower one. That way it can pressurize and shoot out the water with good speed. So 1.5 inch is what we run for there, and that pretty much covers all the pipes we've got going. So I'll let Joe come ahead and talk about some fittings we like to use.
Hey guys, Joe back again with the Drain Dudes. I'm going to go over the type of fittings and basins that we use here on our day-to-day jobs. Right here, as you can see, we have what's called a two-way catch basin. That means it has two slots here that you connect to. And what we like to use these for is when we are connecting in line with a drain. So we have a drain pipe coming in, connecting to this side and to this side. So it continues the whole thing. What these catch basins are for is to catch any of our above ground water, pooling water, whatever comes off of the roof, rain. The lid pops right off. And I don't know if you can see in here, but there's a little catch about 1 inch down. So that collects any debris that may fall in here. You can just easily pop it off, scoop it out, and clean it. The next thing that we have is our one-way catch basins. Exactly the same as the two-way, except as you can see, it only has one entrance or exit. This is what we like to use when we start a line. We put these underneath downspouts and begin the drain like that, or to just connect in from a single point. So pretty much the same as the other one, same use case. What we have right here is what's called a pop-up emitter. So this little 4-inch section pops out. As you can see, that lets the water run out. So when the pipe is full of water, it pushes that up, the water comes out, and it closes. That way you're not going to have any little critters get in here, anything like that. These also come with a weep hole at the bottom. That way if it's not enough water to pop the whole thing up, you still have drainage. A lot of times we see here in Florida, contractors are using catch basins instead of emitters at the end of the drain lines where water should be exiting. The reason we don't like to use a catch basin is because, as you can see, this is a big space. Water has to completely fill all the way to the top before it comes over and spills out. Whereas With an emitter, there is hardly anything that has to fill up before water is actually ejecting out of the pipe. Last thing that we have here is our 12-inch catch basin. This one is specifically a two-way. They do come in one and two ways. This right here we use a lot if there is very, very large areas of water that need to be collected at one time. Otherwise, we really just like using these 6-inch catch basins. The reason for that is the exits that you get on these are still 4 inches in diameter, the same as a 6-inch catch basin. So now, the only difference that you have is this just holds more water in it. The grates on top are also bigger, so it allows more debris in. We really only use these in very special cases. Otherwise, they're just not worth the cost difference of having a 6-inch compared to the 12-inch. One more little thing that we're going to touch on are some of the joints that we use to connect all of our drainage systems. Right here is a T, and we use these whenever we have to add in a third line into the main line of the drain. These are very simple to add. They pop on each side, pop in this third spot. Makes it very useful for tying in gutter downspouts, or if we have to go at an offshoot from the main line to collect water somewhere else in the yard. In terms of downspout redirection, we use these half the time we use the catch basins. What these are is they connect directly up to your gutter downspout, and then they connect directly into our pipe, like so. So now you have a good watertight connection that can directly connect into your downspout.
Alright y'all, that pretty much is going to conclude this video for today. We just wanted to do a quick overview on some of the products and material we'll be using on a day-to-day basis for residential properties. Commercial properties are going to change, and whenever doing sump pump installs we use some different materials as well. But hopefully this helps you if you're a DIYer and you're looking to get started on a project similar to the ones we do on your own. Joe, you got anything to add?
Absolutely, guys. If you have any questions or just need some helpful tips, check us out at tampadraindudes.com. There you can find pictures of our previous jobs and a lot of information on a bunch of stuff that we covered here in this video. And just remember, we help you be simply smarter at diverting water.
Bingo. We just wanted to do a quick, easy overview on some of the day-to-day materials we're using. So if you're looking to do this project yourself rather than
professional help, give us a call at 813-665-0334 or 665-0334 or.
Alright y'all, that pretty much sums up today's video. We just wanted a quick, super simple, kind of overview. We'll do a good quick overview of the everyday today we'll use the materials.